Welcome everyone. Today we are going to embark on a fascinating journey into the depths of genetics and explore how DNA holds the key to determining the structure of life itself. So let's dive in. This incredible molecule you see here is called DNA, short for deoxyribonucleic acid, DNA. DNA is the genetic material that carries the instructions necessary for the development, functioning, and reproduction of all living organisms. It acts as the blueprint of life, dictating the structure and characteristics of every living being.
DNA consists of two long strands, which are twisted together to form a shape known as a double helix. Each strand is made up of building blocks called nucleotides. These nucleotides contain a sugar molecule, a phosphate group, and one of four nitrogenous bases: adenine, A, thymine, T, cytosine, C, and guanine, G.
The arrangement of these nitrogenous bases along the DNA molecule is what determines the genetic code. The bases always pair up in a specific way: adenine with thymine and cytosine with guanine. This complementary base pair allows DNA to replicate and transfer genetic information accurately from one generation to the next.
Within the sequence of these nitrogenous bases lies the genetic information encoded in DNA. Genes are specific segments of DNA that contain instructions for building proteins, the key players in determining the structure and function of living organisms. Proteins are responsible for countless functions in our bodies, such as enzymes catalyzing chemical reactions, antibodies defending against diseases, and structural components like collagen.
When cells divide or organisms reproduce, DNA must replicate itself faithfully to pass on the genetic information. This process ensures that each new cell or organism receives an identical copy of DNA. Through the precise pairing of nucleotides, DNA replication maintains the integrity of genetic instructions and allows for the growth, development, and regeneration of all living beings.
DNA doesn't act alone. It interacts with various cellular components to express its genetic information. Gene expression is the process by which the information stored in DNA is used to produce functional proteins. It involves the transcription of DNA into a molecule called messenger RNA, mRNA, and the subsequent translation of mRNA into a protein.
Finally, let's not forget the critical role of DNA plays in inheritance. The combination of DNA from two parents during reproduction leads to the unique genetic makeup of their offspring. DNA variations and mutations contribute to the genetic diversity, ensuring that each individual is distinct and carries traits inherited from their ancestor. In conclusion, DNA holds the remarkable power to determine the structure of life through its genetic code. It serves as the blueprint that guides the development, functioning, and inheritance of all living organisms. By studying DNA, we unlock the secret of life itself and gain a deeper understanding of our complex world.